Hello there. Okay, so I'm going to respond on another video yet again to Sultan Harris. So yeah, uh, let's try. I'm going to like respond to this short video because like there's already like an hour-long video. And, like I plan to do more videos to this guy. I mean like, well maybe not. No. Maybe one more video in the far future. Because this guy is not really like worth my time that much, to be honest. I mean like he's not really like that much of a threat. He's not really famous. He's pretty much a nobody. Okay, so I'm going to respond to his most popular video. Uh, 37. Oh wow. Oh wow. My most popular video. I have more views than this guy. Okay. Now he has more subscribers, but I have more views than him.
The honest study of Islam led me to believe it is a patriarchal religion that controls the masses through force and terror.
Not really. I mean like. I mean like. When you say it's a patriarchal religion, like I mean like we give women rights in Muslim countries. Do you realize that like in a whole lot of Muslim countries, in fact, yeah, a whole lot, at least almost all Muslim countries, like women are allowed to vote. So yeah, like I don't know where did you get that from. And also, like you see, I actually would love to see this guy like debate like is like TFM or third flinging monkey, like the MGTOW guy. Like he would get annihilated. He might be this guy might be one of those like gynocentric, very like very like pro woman to the point where like women are superior than men, feminists maybe. But like he'll get annihilated. I'm pretty sure if he debates ever, if he ever debates TFM, that would be so amazing. Anyway, for your second claim, you said the force and terror. What do you mean by force and terror? I mean, like, no, Islam doesn't. Islam, what ISIS does, that like terror, what terrorists do, is not allowed in Islam. Okay, it's not allowed by Islam. If that's what you mean, which you probably that's what you probably mean. Even I mean, like when you said it controls people by terror. No, dude. Islam, Boko Haram and like ISIS, uh, uh, what they do is not allowed in Islam. So yeah, um, so yeah, killing terrorizing innocent civilians is not allowed in Islam. Now, terrorizing people, uh, soldiers per se, terrorizing soldiers in war is something different because like it's just part of war, I guess. But then it again, there's like rules like you cannot kill POWs. So yeah, but anyway, like what do you, when you mean like terrorism, like when you say like terrorism, do you mean like what Boko Haram and like ISIS? If that's the case, then Boko Haram and ISIS, what they do is not part of Islam. What they do like is not allowed in Islam.
You can be stoned to death for falling in love with someone.
Um, what do you mean by that? No, no, you can get stoned to death for falling for falling in love with someone in Islam. In Islam, you don't get stoned to death for falling in love. Dude, where did you get that from? Please show me where. Anyway, now I'm pretty sure what he means by that is that like if a woman like cheats on her husband and like or a husband cheats on his wife and there's like four witnesses, they get stoned to death. That's what he means, but as that what he might mean by that. I mean, like, that's like how like adulterers are stoned. So yeah, like that's what like this was the was that is what the punishment for that is what is stoning for. So yeah, like in Islam, that's what stoning is for, like to like deter people from cheating from their spouses. Also, when you say force, listen, um, listen. We don't force people to convert to Islam against their will. So yeah, I mean, like in Egypt, Egypt is the biggest Muslim, is one of the biggest Muslim countries, and we don't force the Coptic Christians to convert to Islam. So yeah,
You can be killed for being a homosexual.
well, it depends really. If for example, like if a man is married to a woman and he cheats on his wife with another man, yeah, he would get stoned. And if he has like four witnesses, yeah, like if a man cheats with his wife, if a man cheats on his wife with another man, if a husband cheats on his wife with another man, yeah, he would get stoned. If there's also four witnesses to see it.
You can be beaten for being a disobedient wife.
It depends really. No, not really. I mean, like if your wife tries to kill you and like you beat her back with self-defense, yeah, I mean that's. I mean, like okay. I mean, like I don't know. Like, what do you mean? What context do you mean by that? Like, you cannot beat her willy nilly like that. Like, if you can't beat her with you can't beat her if she did anything wrong. For example, like you can't like abuse or physically abuse her. Be like if she tries to kill you and you beat her, then yeah, sure. That's understandable if you do beat her like that if she tries to kill you, but you can't like beat her up if she does nothing. You cannot beat her up willy nilly like that. So yeah.
You can burn in hell for simply not believing Muhammad being the last prophet of this merciful God. I do.
Well, that is true. I mean, like it really depends. Like for example, like if like someone is born in a jungle that never heard of Islam and he dies, and he doesn't know about Islam or anything like that, he would be excused. Okay, so yeah, um, yeah, no, like it really depends. Now, yes, you could burn in hell for not believing Muhammad to be the prophet of God. Yes, that is true. You could go to hell, but that's not our judgment to make. Okay, that's God's judgment. God would judge if that person would go to hell or not.
Do want to see these religions gone from our society, as there's
Or are you talking to like? Is this who is this video for?
nothing good that comes out of Islam that can't be achieved without being.
A whole lot of things that comes. There's like a lot of good things that comes from Islam. Basically, honesty. I mean, like it encourages people to be honest. It encourages people to be good. Hmm? Um, it encourages people to be disciplined and humble. And yeah, there's a lot of good things that came out of Islam. And there's the thing, Islam like helped the Muslims and the Arabs particularly to like to make like scientific advances. So yeah,
Being a Muslim. On the other hand, only bad comes.
I mean like if like I mean in a Muslim country, okay, this untrue when you said like if you're not Muslim, there's no benefits that Islam brings to you. No, there is benefits that Islam brings to non-Muslims in Muslim countries. Like for example, in Egypt, okay, in Egypt. Now you don't know this because you're ignorant, obviously, or you're a liar, or you're being disingenuous. But in Egypt, the Coptic Christian Church in Egypt, like they have the power to implement the rules in Egypt. Like for example, like they don't allow Christians to divorce. Okay, the government supports that, and the government doesn't let the Christians to divorce because that's against the religion, and the church itself uh, demands that Christians are not to be allowed to divorce themselves. So yeah,
Out of Islam. So therefore, Islam is either useless or evil. Take your pick.
argument is shit.
There are close to 4 million atheists in Pakistan.
Please cite your sources. Oh yeah, also those some of those like ex-Muslims in Pakistan are fucking traitors that hate their country. I don't fucking respect them.
Mostly ex-Muslims, but we never hear about them or see them. My goal is to encourage these ex-Muslims to come out and tell their governments that they do not share their religious view.
Yeah, because basically your agenda is basically like try to make like the Pakistanis be like ashamed of themselves and like turn Pakistan into like a disgusting atheist country that hates religion, and a country that is full of cocks that like don't have respect from themselves, that like lick America's ass and Richard Dawkins' ass, okay, licks the asses of people that don't respect them, and be like, oh yes, yes, Western secular society is awesome, even though they end up bombing us. Now, most of the bombings that America carries out, like most of the people that get bombed there, are innocent people. Now, I condemn both the bombings of innocent civilians by America and Pakistan. They also condemn the bombings that are made by terrorists like ISIS in Pakistan too. So yeah, I'm being fair.
We don't want to die either.
Okay, I mean, like if I was a president of Pakistan, I wouldn't kill. Well, no, I would kill some of those ex-Muslims because some of them are traitors, but I would leave the non-treasonous ones out.
With my page and communication, I tend to plant seeds of doubt in the minds of these God-believing people.
Yeah, because your like whole plan is like all of the Muslim countries and all of the Arabs to be ashamed of themselves and to be a bunch of cocks that don't respect themselves, and you want the Arabs to like lick the butt of America as well as the Pakistanis and all other Muslims. Basically, your ultimate goal is to try to like destroy Muslims and yeah, and like try to like and you want to like attack Islam. So yeah, and your agenda for the Arabs, especially the Arabs, is to cuckold them and like make them ashamed of their culture, and you want the Arabs to have no respect for themselves and like lick the ass of countries like the United States that bombed their countries and killed a lot of civilians. So and and like you want them to like hate Islam, okay, and like and feel ashamed of themselves and feel like that the Western power is way better than their society. So yeah, that's the ultimate goal. Even though like Islam like helps the Arabs a whole lot, and Prophet Muhammad is an Arab too, by the way, that like helped the Arabs greatly expand their power in the world. So yeah, you want the Arabs to be ashamed of Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, even though like Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam like helped the Arabs greatly. So yeah, I mean like before like Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, the Arabs weren't really like that much of an important country or people before Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. So yeah, he like helped them greatly. So yeah, anyway, and you also want the Arabs to like lick Israel's ass too, along with other Muslims. Like you want the Muslims and the Arabs to lick Israel's ass too.
Sometimes a well-placed one line is enough to make them go away and think about
Not me, not to me. Maybe you would have better luck. Well, better chances if you're dealing with like a cuckolded Muslim that is nearly becoming an apostate. But yeah, but you won't like be able to convince me though with your arguments
it
because I'm a strong Muslim.
when they're trying to sleep or sitting idle, doing nothing, staring at the wall. Most religions only survive 2,000 to 3,000 years. Hopefully, Islam is gone long before this average lifespan of religions.
You see, like you see, he's so fucking bitter. He's so bitter, dude. You're so bitter, man. Towards Muslims and Islam. I mean, like he wants to like destroy Islam. Like that's his main priority. I mean, the way he says it too. Like he's like a deplorable person. Like he's like very arrogant, like very like aggressive and like very like condescending. I don't like those types of ex-Muslims. So like he's one of the more worse ex-Muslim traitors.
Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook to stay up to date with what's happening in the Muslim world from an ex-Muslim's point of view.
Basically, you want people to follow you. You want people to follow you because you want to deceive them and lie about them, about Islam and Muslim countries. That's what you basically want to do. Basically, that's why he wants people to follow him on Twitter and his YouTube channel and Facebook, because he wants to lie to those people on his social media accounts about Islam, Muslims, and Muslim countries. So yeah, he basically wants to like spread his propaganda. Like I'm pretty sure like I'm going to troll him soon, maybe. So anyway, guys, have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys later.